Yo, what is up guys, it's me Eve again here playing Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the strongest team currently in the Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains, Anteiku. I'm going to show you what I'm using, and now we're also going to talk about the other version of Anteiku that is more of a meta right now, but we're going to talk a lot of stuff in here. I'm going to show you the ERC cells, I'm going to tell you what are the best ones, the potentials, all of that. And for a better showcase, I'm going to use the strategy arena here, so I can show you when everything is basically maxed out. That's much more easier for you to see what type of ERC cells you want to have on the characters. So obviously, the units that you want to have is Team Hina, Green Toka, and the Owl here, the new Carnival Owl. There's also the Red Toka, to be honest, is the other like optional character over the Owl. So there is also the standard Owl, who is an extremely broken character, arguably one of the best characters in the game, but he's only good because of the gut cell. Again, if you are having like this is a lot for those who are the TG8 players. If you are thinking of summoning on Owl, don't do this. He's useless without having a gut cell. The gut cell is alone making him that good. Other than that, he's not the greatest character. As well as even if you get the gut cell, he also kind of needs a very high investment to like perform to his best. But most of the problems that you will face if you're a free-to-play or even a low spender is getting that gut cell. Getting that gut cell on this Owl is going to be a nightmare, but maybe eventually you can do it. So I don't recommend doing it because he's also going to be an exchange layer. Because of that, don't summon on him if you're getting him in the banners. Just skip and wait for the exchange if you really want to build him, or like try to build him at least. The other optional character is the Red Toka, because she's also a pretty great unit. She has a lot of survivability, she has struggle, she gives shields to everyone in the team as well, and she has a decent amount of damage for sure as well. So she's also a pretty, I would even say more of a free-to-play friendly compared to Owl, because Owl just requires too much investments, especially that gut cell. That just too much of it. So for the most part, I would say the Red Toka is a much better choice. In that sense, she's still usable. She's not bad at all. She's great. Obviously, Owl is with a gut cell is better, but she's also a really strong unit and very solid, and definitely can to some extent replace that Owl for sure. So in terms of the lineup, this is pretty much how the my lineup looks like. Obviously, the meta one is going to be with the Owl here over Red Toka, and in the backup, it's going to be the Ryoko. But again, also Ryoko and the Rangy here. This is two different ways of playing basically the game. Rangy is the amplifier for the damage, and Ryoko is here for the reduction of damage. So if you want to have more tankiness, you go for Ryoko. If you want to have more damage, you go for the Rangy, because both of them do the different things, kind of. So this is where you're going to be deciding on whatever you're going to be building. But again, Rangy is also more of a, I would say, free-to-play friendly units other than Ryoko. Ryoko needs a lot of investments to be really good. So because of that, I don't really recommend going for her. But again, if you have the capacity to build her on a very higher end, then sure. She's a very good unit. But also, Rangy is more diverse. So Ryoko is only going to be played in Anteiku, compared to Rangy, who can play in any team as a backup unit. So because of that as well, it's more preferable for free-to-plays to go for Rangy over Ryoko, because it is very specific for Anteiku, and he is extremely diverse, can go in a lot of other teams, especially with a lot of new players will having trouble to get the Mado backup, as well as the backup for the Combat Kaneki as well here. If they're getting the skips on TGA, then the Rangy is the only option you have for a great backup character. So in terms of the characters, now you know what are the like most popular alternatives for the Anteiku team. Let's talk about the assist. Assist also kind of important because we have a few assists in this game. So we have the Shu here, Mr. M, who amplifies the shields. So he's preferably to put into the support. So in any team, if you're using a support there, for example, in Augiri it's going to be Sen or anything like that. In CCG, for example, let's say your Chief, that is the new character right here. You're going to be using that, and then you want to put these Mr. M into assist for that character because he's increasing the HP related stats by 15% each time turn starts. Grant yourself a shield equal to 30% of your lost HP for one turn. So that's very good for survivability. And usually supports are getting getting the bidding first from the whole team, because again, supports are one of the most important stuff in the whole builds, and because of that, usually people tend to go for the supports first and then they go for the other, like your damaging units, especially if you have Sen. That's like an insta first pick that your opponent is going to be doing. The other options that we have also for the assist is Juzo, and as well as half anniversary Amon here. So in terms of those units, what I would recommend, Juzo here is the other assist character. Taking damage heals yourself for 20% of the damage taken. When your turn starts, reduce all enemies' defense by 10% for 2 turns, stacking up to 2 times. So again, this is also extremely good assist character. I would recommend putting him, to be honest, you can put him on anyone, just in general. But he's also extremely good for those units that are lacking, also kind of lacking in terms of like, survivability a little bit. So for example, green Toka compared to like red Toka is definitely less tankier than this girl with a struggle, as well with having charm on her. She's much more more tankier, and because of that, you can easily put that the Juzo assist in here for the green Toka, so she has a little bit of healing coming in once every turn. The last one we have is the full DPS assist here. So the half anniversary Amon increases damage dealt to targets with the highest HP than yourself by 15% and grant yourself a shield equal to 15% of the damage dealt. The shield effect can be triggered once per turn. Again, I don't recommend, putting him on all is not the worst, but then again, all already has a passive with a shield, so in that sense, shield doesn't really matter for him. So you can put that thing maybe on someone like green Toka, that also works really well. Red Toka works that well, but again, just amplifying for the damage, you can put it on any damage dealer and it's gonna be good enough, because he's just gonna be already by itself having a lot of value just by being there when having this amplification of the damage for sure. So again, all green Toka, red Toka, all of them work with those assists. Again, Ayato assist is also coming, the Tanabata version. On the day I'm making this video, obviously he's not out yet, but whenever he's gonna be out, we're gonna see how he's gonna perform in the assist, or maybe on the field as well. And obviously he's gonna be another assist character for you right there. So with that done, with the assist, know what you need to have in terms of assist characters. We can go into the characters and talk about their C cells and potentials. So first of all, what are the most important C cells that you need to have on all of the characters? So obviously it's gonna be the attack has attack, defense has a defense, and HP has its HP. You want to have all of them 100 rating, as well as all of them red. So preferably you want to have as much of the main stats as possible. So the main stat usually on the attacking assault cells is going to be attack. So for example, if you see on the auction, there's going to be like 2 attack, the RC cell that is going to be there. There's going to be 2 attack and then 2 crits. It's not the best one. The best ones are going to be like either 3 attack or 4 attacks. That's just the best ones. Defense, the same goes for defense. Like, try to get at least 3 defense, and 1 lastly is going to be like something, a block chance or something like that. Usually it's those are the best ones you can get from the auction. Same goes for the HP. Try to get as many HP as possible there. In terms of the modifiers, there's two best modifiers in this game, and it's gonna be let me, for example, open with ones. So this is all of the modifiers that exist in the game. There's the attack related one, there is the basic stats boost, there's buff removal, disrupt, there is the shield one, restriction ignored, there's the reflection, resurrection, and as well as the skill level up. So the best modifiers are only two in this game. I mean, I would say only three. So best one is disrupt and buff removal. Those two are the best ones. And I would say still attack related stats boost is not the worst one. Like, it's definitely much better than the other ones. So I would say the disrupt and buff removal should be your priorities in terms of whenever you're trying to get an C-cell from the auction. For example, if you're buying your C-cell with a modifier, only look for those that have these two. Like, even if it has the attack related stats boost, don't buy them. To be honest, it's not the best, but it's still better than other ones, so it's like kind of in the middle, I would say, compared to other ones. So again, try to go for disrupt and for the buff removal. Buff removal is usually used on the AoE units. You can obviously use them on a single target, but I think the more value you get is when you're using the buff removal on the AoE targets. Again, this is only works when active skill is removes one buff from the one random enemy. So using that, for example, on all is much more better. In terms of the disrupt, I would recommend using on everyone else. Just because disrupts gets rid of the disrupts one enemy's action skill effect at random for one turn. So if you have the full 3, then you have disrupt to enemy's active skill effect at random for 2 turns. So if you have everyone on disrupt, that's already a huge win for you, because of that disrupt effect is gonna take a big bidding for those people. So in terms of how the RC cells should look like, now you need to go for the buff removal and the disrupt on everyone, buff removal for the AoE characters. In terms of potential, Anteiku is really important to have smash and eliminate. Eliminate and smash are the main potentials that the Anteiku has, because again, smash increases the damage. It's just, smash is in general one of the best potentials in the game. Again, if you haven't checked out my guide for the potentials, you can see it in the on the channel as well. You can search it up. I have the full potential guide. You can see all of the information about potentials in there, so I'm not going to go into much into the details. But again, smash is one of the best potentials in the game. Eliminate is really good, because if you're using the green token, red token, she gives you shields. So one of your skills is giving you shields. So because of that, smash becomes extremely OP on Anteiku, because smash is an easy way for you to get rid of the weak of the weak points. And because Owl as well has the shields on him, so he's got the ability that gives him shields, and because of that he also really likes smash. So you put those two on everyone basically. Another thing that you can try to put on the Anteiku could be the initiate, but initiate is only an Aogiri, for the most part, only an Aogiri type potential. I don't recommend using it on anyone else except for Anteiku. Except for Aogiri. Don't use it on anyone, because again, it's only for one turn, so it only benefits for Aogiri compared to everyone else. Anteiku doesn't benefit much from it. Patent is the more of a filler one, that I would say, compared to everyone else. Artifact is not used at all. Patent is gonna be your filler, so if you're having trouble to finishing everything up, but you have a level 6 one, for example, you're having 2 smashes with level 6, and then you all of your other smashes are level 1, let's say, right? You can switch up the patent there just for the stats for level 6 for sure. At least having the combinations is whatsoever the most more so important. Like at least having 2 combination on each of those things that you're going to put in, that's going to be good enough, or like combination of 3 depending on which potential you're using. So those are going to be the attacking ones. So everyone has pretty much the same thing. You're going to be using smash plus the eliminate. In terms of the support ones, they have different potentials. Because the Hina here is the support, so she's gonna need the Undermine. Undermine is the best one for support. You use it on every support in the game. Every support needs to have a full Undermine. Just go for the full Undermine. I'm also using the Eliminate on her, just for the sake of the, again, reduction of the weak points. In terms of Renji, again, same goes for him as the same as it was with the other units as well. So you just use all of that like this. In terms of if you're, for example, don't have the rainbows, so you're using only red ones. On all of the DPS, you're going to be using only red ones. In terms of the supports, you're going to be using defense over anything. So defense is the best. So you're going to be using yellow ones. So if you go in here, I can show you what I have on my actual team. So, for example, on the Hina here, I am using the yellow ones. On the All, for example, I am using a full red one here. I'm also putting some Undermine here because I was having the Charm on him. Because of that, I needed to put the Undermine on him a little bit, just to get some value from having Charm on him. The same goes for green Toka, same goes for red Toka. Backup, also, you could put both ways. You can go for defense, you can go for attack, depending on what backup you're using. But defense is definitely worth it. You can put Renji with the full defense, and you can also do the same with the Ryoko. For all, again, you can go with the attack one on him for the red smash, basically. Red smash and red eliminate. So that's how you're gonna be looking in terms of the potentials. And again, potentials are very important in this game. It could seem like nothing much in the early game, but later on, it's gonna like really proc a lot. Really proc a lot. So try to get the better potentials for your teams, and like later on, that's gonna like play a big role in terms of you winning games. So this is how basically the Anteiku should look like, how you should be building it and trying to build it as well in the future, whenever you're going to be able to start building the team. Other than that, hopefully you have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave comments, as well as I stream every day. So if you want to tune in for the streams, we play Tokyo Ghoul, as well as we play Ethereal Restart there. So if you want to tune in, you can also join Discord. I've posted notifications for the streams every day there, always before the stream as well, so you don't miss anything, as well as all of the videos are posted there, so you don't miss anything as well. And you can also become a member right now. I've had the option to become a member, so if you want to support the content that I do, you can become a member right now, right here, right this moment, you know. Other than that, hopefully you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.